Let's do it. Yes, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, or liked or commented, you can comment before and just tell everyone how fantastic this video is before you watched it, because you've watched all my other videos. But look, welcome back to the channel. Super happy to be here. Hope you're having a blessed day. It's about to get a bit better. In fact, a heck of a lot better. Ashley Herdman, what's going on, brother?
Yes, Elliot, how are you?
Bro, I'm phenomenal, man. We're coming in. Normally, I come in with people when I'm in the same place, but obviously, I'm at one end of the country, you're at the other. You had a nice warm weekend.
Very warm, very warm. Yeah, it's been nice down here. How's Devon been?
Good. Yeah, beautiful, mate. Really good. I've been, you know me, bopping from beach club to beach club and all that good stuff. And yeah, it's been good. Actually, funny story today. I just while I think about it, I actually watched a little lad today. It's hilarious. He weren't with his like parents and that, but that the kids when like the key sort of fills up with water because it's like tidal, and they do like they're like got these nets, crab nets kind of things. Do this crabbing. This little kid fell right in today and he fully clothed. Hilarious. So his other man, he was like, don't get my mom. It was like soaking. I heard this huge splash. And I was like, you know, that didn't sound like a net. It was him, fell straight in, mate. Hilarious. Anyway.
Love it, love it.
Real quick then, bro. Let's get to it. But I know
Yeah.
you've been absolutely killing it when it comes to the environment. You've really obviously taken to the trades, which is just super inspiring. It really is. And I know where you started, so to see you hit, you know, these kind of results in such a short amount of time. But first, you know, where did you grow up? You know, family sort of culture, and what was sort of instilled, or the root that was instilled to you know, to yourself and your family sort of growing up.
Yeah, so I grew up in like your typical family household, like you say, a very, very close family.
Mm,
And when I was young, I got into sport very, very young. And I've never kind of like followed the path that most people follow. Like my mum and dad never really engraved into us that you've got to get a job, you've got to do this. They've always given us the life of like you can do anything you want to do.
mm,
So that's kind of like I do thank my parents in a lot of ways through that because
mm,
it kind of like led me into a way of I've always tried to live outside the so-called matrix in a way.
mm,
Whereas where I got into sport, never really had too many jobs. Like
mm,
I've never gone down the corporate role too much.
mm,
Yes, I have had jobs, but I've
mm,
always known deep down inside that
mm,
there's a I've chose a path. I've always chose a path of kind of like freedom and being able to do what I want. So
mm,
yeah, it's been an amazing journey so
cool.
far in terms of
So,
life.
sounds similar to me, to be honest, because my
Mm.
although they did guide me towards higher education, purely because I didn't have any other desires to do anything with that area. I was always the same as yourself. I've been in. I played football to a particularly high level. I was a top ranked sort of squash player, and then into sort of obviously endurance sport
Mm.
to a pro cyclist. So I've never really. I never, if I'm honest, bro, I never had a plan with money. I never had a plan to have a job. I just never had I had a plan to do what I want. And I always did have that plan that I'll do what I want. It didn't necessarily mean monetary or non-monetary or whatever. It just, I'll do what I want.
That's
Um,
literally bang on. Yeah, it's bang on yeah, it's bang on the route. We're literally identical on the path. Like I always knew money would be there in a way, but I've always chose the path of just doing what I want,
yeah, yeah,
if that
yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah, 100%,
Mm.
100%. Obviously, you know, with regards to myself, my mom's a maths teacher and my dad really high up when it comes to sort of the oil and gas sort of industry.
Yeah.
But they just guided me towards higher education. And because I did, because purely based upon you'll just be able to carry on doing sport and it's just continuing your education. So there was nothing sort of in that of like planning for sure. Um, cool, bro. Cool. So you've had numerous jobs. What kind of jobs did you have? Obviously, so you finished you know, you finished education. What age did you finish education at?
I did go to university for about 6 weeks.
Hmm.
And yeah, I got to university and I did it for 6 weeks and I was like, this is kind of like it's not all that it cracked up to be. Like I
Mm.
knew straight away because we were playing net. I was doing a degree and we were playing netball. I
Right.
was like doing a good degree and we're playing netball, and I was like, I'm sure this is it's
Yeah.
not the way it's meant to be. I
Yeah.
was sort of that like a higher expectation of it,
Yeah.
but yeah, I kind of
What
like come out of that very quick in terms of like about 6 weeks time.
what university was it?
It was at Loughborough
Oh, okay,
University,
cool.
so it
Awesome.
was like a sports degree.
Okay. Okay. So then you obviously, how long after that did you go into sort of professional sport? Into where did that sort of go then? What did you sort of do from there?
So I was a swimmer up until the age of like 17, 18, I always had the aspirations of being at the Olympics or something like that. And it come to tuition very quickly that at 17, I was like, I'm not going to quite make it. So I kind of like come out of that, got fat for a year,
Mm,
and then almost like I fell into triathlon as well. So then the triathlon dream started,
mm,
which kind of like carried on for another triathlon carried on for another like 10 years. Like I did have jobs, like my mum and dad had their own businesses and stuff, and we kind of like did that and but yeah, just through just trying to make it as a professional sports athlete, which is tough. It's
yeah.
tough to make
So what age?
money.
What age did you start triathlon?
I started at it was about 19.
Perfect. So you did that for like 10 years. 10 years.
Hmm.
10 years. Okay, cool.
Over
Cool.
10 years.
So I know
Yeah.
you were doing obviously training full time. What? Because I know you've won races and stuff as well, haven't you? So
Hmm.
how did that sort of go, and how were you earning money whilst you were sort of pro triathlete?
I was just trying like just getting by almost in a way. Like I did do a renovation with my brother on quite close to us, and we made quite a substantial amount of money that from one property, and then we sold that and literally lived off that money for quite a while in terms of
Mm,
like the triathlon, funded my triathlon, and yeah, doing a little bit of swim teaching as well on the side and a bit of coaching. So it's
mm.
kind of just like just using a few of these little avenues just to so I could focus fully on sport.
So you were looking for you're already looking for ways you could create an income or build an income whilst you weren't giving your time away for it anyway.
Yes, I didn't realize that I was doing that, but looking back now, it's kind of like you was in a way trying to create that. But what my focus wasn't on money.
Yeah,
It
but
wasn't
well,
on money. It was
the
on
reason was of such a driver is because you wanted to build
that's
the
it.
professional dream in that
Yeah,
sense.
it's freedom.
Yeah,
It's freedom of being able to get up and do what you want every day.
perfect. I
Mm,
love that, bro. So now, obviously, coming into doing the property, obviously
yeah.
generating income that way, coming to a position where you're like, well, I've done the try, I've got to where I want to be, maybe whatever you sort of, what decisions have you made when it comes to what you experienced from property, coming to the point in the triathlon career where you want to progress? What sort of got into making that kind of decision?
So, like again, as you get older, I met Cal,
Mm,
and you
mm,
start to think differently, don't you? You
mm,
start to think, right, it's time to start creating, trying to create wealth in a way, and
mm,
yeah, for your family. Like
mm.
you have different stages of life, don't you? Like as a triathlete and an athlete, you're quite selfish, nothing else
Yeah,
matters.
100%. Yeah.
But then you get, yeah, you meet a girlfriend, and yeah, your mindset starts to switch.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like you say, we got back into property. We have done well in the property side, but then you come along and show me this incredible business and this incredible platform to
Mm-hmm.
create more income and on the side of what you're doing and create that residual income that so
Mm-hmm.
many want, and we
Yeah.
have that.
Okay. So what did you see in property? Because you've been successful in it, you've earned money in it. What did you see in that? And then when you saw, what we have when it comes to building a passive residual income and being able to nurture, multiplying your time and leveraging your time, which is what we really focus on. Adding an additional income stream and being in a position where you can help other people build that. What is it that you saw against being as you have been in property? What did you see against it? Because you've earned money in it. So what did you sort of see?
Yeah, they're great ways to create income. Like properties, there's nothing wrong with property, and a lot of people, there's a lot of millionaires through property. But the big difference that I've seen is when you've got your own online business,
Mm,
it's nothing like property. Property is like you have to spend a lot of money on property. The start cost is absolutely huge.
mhm,
Like so much time has to go into it as well, especially when you're starting in the first few years trying to leverage your time and get things rocking in the business.
mhm.
What we have now is completely the opposite to that.
Right.
You
Okay.
literally have everything in place for you to start your own business small cost, startup costs, and then we
Hmm.
have the investment space, which is what we're going to talk about a little bit now.
Yep.
And
Yep.
it's just an absolute no-brainer compared to
Hmm.
property.
Right. Love that. Love that. And I love that. So did you save money in order to get into property as well? You save a lot to get into it.
Yes, saved a lot to get into it. Yeah, yeah, a
Yeah.
lot of money, and then pumping a lot of money into it. Yeah. So
Mm.
in terms of like the past 3 years trying to get that up and running, you are you basically been broke, like going
Right.
all in, all in, all in, all in.
Did you
And
believe?
like you
Because
say,
do you know, obviously, because what we're getting started, what we've got so cheap. When you're plowing that money into property, did you have a point? A part of you, it's like, man, I hope this comes through. Like, did you have that?
to be honest with you, no, because I do understand how the laws work and like that, how the universe works, and
Mm.
you do get back if you just keep giving and giving and giving. If you hadn't come along, I would still probably be doing that,
Yeah, yeah,
going all in with that because it's a great way to create wealth. But like you say, no, I didn't really have that because I
mm,
always knew that what's meant to be is meant to be, and
yeah,
if you keep persisting with something, it does pay out in the end.
yeah. Do you think you've? Because I think exactly the same way. I don't have any. When I've been going as I have been, you've seen what really happens over a couple of years isn't a long time in business by any
No.
stretch. From my journey, it obviously coming from business into the space of building multiple streams of income and
Mm.
really, really, building organizations, developing networking organizations. Do you lean on yourself as an athlete mindset when it comes to business? Do you think it'd be good to just hear your perception on that?
Yeah, it's very similar. Like it's very similar in terms of like it all comes from the mindset, don't it? And being
Hmm.
driven. And it is definitely different to sport.
Mm.
Like like sport, you kind of like you're on your own. You're doing the sessions. Whereas this, you kind of like the business side is you kind of can't do it on your own.
Mm.
You got to get a network in place,
Hmm.
and it is different. But it's the mindset is completely the same in terms of like you've got a goal. Like sport, you've got a goal to do a certain performance. Where is in business and entrepreneurship, same again. You're setting goals,
Hmm.
but it's a different kind of goal.
Yeah, 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 100%. 100%. So just before we go into like results in that perspective, what have you experienced and why did you actually get started within our community? Because I know you didn't. I know we're going to talk about the investment space and the trades, but why did you specifically get started? Because you didn't. I know you didn't get started for the investment space or the trade. So what were your reasons for actually getting started?
Well, during while I was doing property in that, I used to just spend hours listening to Bob Proctor, like the personal development side and the mindset side. And obviously, it's brought it back round to you coming back into my life.
Yeah,
And yeah, and you showing me this vehicle that we have now, which is very much aligned with what I've been listening to for the past 3 years.
yeah,
And it's just like a universe kind of thing where
yeah.
it's just meant to happen in a way.
Okay. So I know you've obviously learned a lot, a heck of a lot since you started. What
Yeah.
do you feel like it's really changed? Because I can already see so much of how you've changed and grown. And what do you feel like has been a big shift for you in putting that what all your experiences, that personal development, now putting it into becoming that business owner and that way of seeing things and that almost that real subject. You can see we work with a lot of people, but I'm very
Mhm.
subjective with no, this is what needs to happen.
Yeah.
This is how we need to help. What do you feel like shifted in yourself?
It's the mentorship really, like meeting you and meeting the leadership that we have. It's very very special. It's like nothing that I've seen before. Like I do feel like you've definitely helped me grow in a way in a lot, but I still feel like it's still the beginning in a way.
Yeah,
Like it's still very new. Like I did start like over 4 months ago, but it feels like 4 days.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
gone
yeah.
so fast, so
Mhm.
fast. And yeah,
Mhm.
it's just exciting to see what the future holds and just
Love
keep
that.
progressing with you and you helping me and
Mhm.
just helping each other.
Love it. Love it. So obviously we've had numerous events too. I do want to touch on
Mm.
events. What have the events done? Obviously, we've had a few that you've been to. I think the one we've had one in the Midlands. We've had one in up north in Scotland, and we've got our next one
Yeah.
obviously in Bristol. I think there, and obviously you before you got started, you got to experience the Millionaire Mastermind with HB, Mr. Holmberg's our CEO. What have the events done for you, brother?
Oh God, he absolutely they completely changed your life.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you're around people that are very like-minded, it's
Mm-hmm.
like it's a feeling that you can't describe.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have to come to these events to
Mm-hmm.
feel it, and
Mm-hmm.
once you feel it, your life will change forever in terms of like on a spiritual connection way as well. So
So did it make it more real for you and what you who you can become? What can you?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, especially like meeting you and meeting Jake and meeting all the people that are very successful in what you've done and what
Mm.
you've created. Yeah, it just you see a different side to life and who you can become and what
Mm-hmm.
you can create.
Love it.
Mm.
Love it. So the trades, obviously,
The trade.
when you first started. So how long did it? Because I know you didn't join for necessarily the trades. Obviously,
No.
it's our financial education, our amazing community when it comes to the trades, live classes, hours
Yeah,
and hours of step by step,
yeah.
private material to study and to get better on. What is it that caught your eye when it comes to the trades, and you get in the eye for it that you've got?
Yeah, it didn't start off with, to be honest with you, like it didn't even enter my mind. Like when you showed me the Millionaire Mastermind, I didn't even know that our product was trading, to be honest. It was just so intrigued with HB, our
Yeah,
CEO, like it didn't even enter my mind. And even when starting out in the business, it took a while for you to be like, actually get in the trades, didn't it? I can
yeah,
remember.
yeah,
But yeah, while we have the spaces, I fell in love with trading, definitely.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just
And so I remember when you were first, how long ago was it? Was it a couple of months ago now? When did you place your first trade?
yeah, I think it took a little while to take the first trade. Actually, I think it was probably like time flies so fast. It was
I think it
probably
was
like
definitely, it was,
definitely probably about a couple of months ago. Mm,
yeah, I think it was about 8 to 10 weeks ago, I'd say.
yeah,
Because it definitely took you
yeah.
6 weeks to place a trade, I would say. So,
It took a little while. Yeah,
what was your first trade? How big was the amount of your first profitable trade? Do you remember?
that's a good question. Actually, I don't think I can remember.
Can you?
I haven't got a clue. Um, Yeah, it was. It was probably around about like 40, $50. Like,
That
and
was
I
your
can
first.
remember
Yeah,
it was within like a very split second. Like it
yeah,
happened so fast.
yeah.
And that's the bit where you're like, you wake up, you're like, wow, that
So
was
you did
insane.
about $40.
Yeah, it was about $40, I think. Mm,
Okay, perfect, perfect. And now
mm.
this week just gone has been your most successful week yet, correct?
Yes, that's true. Yeah, it's been an amazing week. Yeah.
How much profit did you do this week
This week I ended up on around about $630 this week,
for
profit
the
wise.
for the week
For the week, yeah.
in profit?
Mm, mm.
Amazing. So that's what times it by four. That's an extra what $2,400 a month,
Yeah, 2,400 a month. Yeah.
and you've learned that within 8 to 10 about 8 to 10 weeks.
Very short time. Yeah. Just kept clicking the button and just
Hmm.
persisting and just keep showing what I want from the trades. That's the
Yeah,
key. And
yep,
like not getting discouraged and just keep going in and in and in and in. And then
yep.
eventually it does give you back. It was a really good week this week.
Perfect. $630 in profit. So finally, what are you excited about?
Just to keep growing, really. Keep growing is it's the business that I've really fallen in love with, and just keep sharing the business with everyone and showing everyone what we have. Like the trading space is amazing for sure, but it's the
Yeah.
people, and it's you, it's the mentorship, it's what we have, and yeah, that's what I'm excited about.
Do you
Just
still,
sharing
even though
it to the
you've had
next
that
person.
experience, even though you've had that experience and that profit, you're still most excited about mentorship, growing the business, sharing it, becoming a build, a leader in the spec. That still excites you the most.
Yeah, because it's great earning money, isn't it? Obviously,
Hmm.
fantastic earning money, but
Yeah.
there's no growth. There's not really much growth in it. Like the
Right.
growth comes from you becoming a certain person that you want to
Love that.
become.
Hmm.
That's where the true growth is. Like
Love it.
clicking a button and making some money is easy, yeah,
Mm.
but you becoming the person and showing people, yeah, what we have, and that's the true side of growth, and that's something that I'm looking forward to in the future.
Love it. Love it. So say now someone's watching this and they don't know the ins and outs of building multiple streams of income, sharing an idea, solution, or product with another person calling, and it's called a business. Okay.
Mm.
Multiple streams of income in, being able to give people a franchise that they can also sell, and they can also build an income stream that becomes a passive and residual one. They know nothing about that. They know nothing about the investment space of clicking a button on their phone, using our trade buddy, earning their money. What advice? But they want more out of life. What advice would you give to that person?
That's an absolute cracking question. Absolutely insane question. I would say take the lid off your head a minute. Take away the fact that, yeah, your belief system and everything, and have a real think about what you want out of life. And you don't need to understand all the ins and outs of a business to get started. Like, all you need to do is, like me with you, is like, don't get me wrong, to start off with, there is a little bit of fear there, obviously, but you got to really lean on the person, that the leader that you're listening to, lean on their understanding, and just slowly, little by little, listen to them, follow the steps that they show you, because that's what this is about. And in a certain time period, you're just going to see incredible results slowly by slowly. All you got to do is just relax, sit back, listen to your mentor, follow them, and do what they say. And yeah, you're gonna get the results that you want out of your life.
Love it. Bro, I appreciate you. I'm excited. I know Kel's just got on rocking and rolling as well. So I'm super excited for you both to experience that together,
Yeah,
as a team, as a family. I just think it's amazing, brother. I'm super grateful for our relationship. I am every day. You know what I mean? I always
yeah.
look
I want to
forward to
just,
see.
yeah,
Yeah, I always look forward to seeing
yeah.
you. I always
I
look
want to.
forward to, yeah, go on.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you to you. Like you say, 4 months ago, if it wasn't for you and your leadership and directing me into a position that I'm in now, I wouldn't be where I am now. So that's what people need to understand as well. Like guys like you, you're a leader for a reason,
Mm.
and because you're there to help people, and and that's what it's about. You're helping people grow and live the dream life that they want to live. So I want to
Yeah,
say
man.
thank you to you as well.
No, no, I appreciate it, man. And just the fact that you're passing that, honestly, brother, just promise me one thing. You'll just keep on passing it to the next person. Honestly, brother. That's why
Yeah,
I've got to where I am. So I appreciate you, brother. I'm excited. I'm
and
fired up. And I'm really, really looking forward to what's unfolding over the next 4 months, whatever it is, of 2024, bro. I'm looking forward to seeing you. All right. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you. See you now. Bye-bye.